footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our draft grades video for the Cincinnati Bengals. We're going to take a look at their draft to see how well they did this past April.
The Bengals did an awesome job in this draft, addressing all of their needs with excellent players. 6 out of the 10 draft picks I gave a first-round grade to, and I want to focus on the latter part of the draft. So what I like most about the Bengals draft in the latter part, Orson Charles, the tight end out of Georgia. This guy reminds me a lot of Shannon Sharp in his ability to move outside as far as being a flank type of tight end. You team him up with Jermaine Gresham, and you're going to give the Bengals are going to give defenses a huge headache, because now you put those linebackers and safeties at a disadvantage. Also look at Marvin Jones, wide receiver out of Cal. I think has a great opportunity to come in and be that third or fourth wide receiver. I think he's a lot better than Jordan Shipley, and also a lot better than Armand Benz. Shipley stays hurt, so Jones can come in and see a lot of time as that third wide receiver. And you look at a guy like George Ialoka out of Boise State, another guy I gave a first-round grade to. He's versatile. He can play free safety. He can play strong safety. You look at a guy like Reggie Nelson, who had his best year last season as a free safety, but he's really a strong safety. So on third downs, the Bengals can get creative and move these guys around. Also look at the guy they drafted last year in Robert Sands. So you have a lot of options, a lot of versatility. You look at a defensive coordinator like George Zimmer, who's going to come in with a lot of new toys at his disposal. Now, what I didn't like about the Bengals draft, and it's just nitpicking, Dan Herron in the 7th round, they could have went with a better option at running back. They could have drafted Chris Polk and came away with the best draft ever by taking that guy. But Dan Herron is a guy that just doesn't give you anything special as a tailback. To its surprise, I give you 2. You look at Vontaze Burfict, another guy that I gave a first-round grade to. This guy reminds me a lot of Ray Lewis, an explosive tackler. Rarely do you see guys in this day and age of the NFL and college football that look to tackle. And this is one guy that actually looks to tackle, and when he gets there, you go down. So I think he's coming in with a chip on the shoulder. He's coming into a great situation and probably will end up as a starter before year's end. I also look at a guy in Rodney Stewart out of Colorado. Tremendous production out there in Colorado, and this guy comes in with a legitimate shot to either help out as a kick returner, as a punt returner, or also as that third tailback in the backfield. I have to give the Bengals an A+ in this draft. You look at 8 of the 10 picks will probably see significant time on the field this year in key situations. They walk away with 6 guys that I gave first-round grades to. They get an undrafted free agent in Burfict that I gave a first-round grade to. You add all of that young talent to already young, talented roster, and the Bengals can definitely make a push deeper in the playoffs and also win the AFC North outright. I look for a big year from the Bengals this season due to the fact that they have a lot of young talent and the fact that they're all going to grow together. This is going to be a special year in the Queen City.
I want to give a huge shout out to these Bengals fan sites for showing football game plan support.